My name is Anthea. I call myself Fussy Bee for nails. I have an Instagram page and Facebook. I've been doing nails ever since I was a kid, maybe 12. However old I was when they started telling me off for wearing nail polish at school. But I've always loved it. I've pursued other things with my life and my career, but more recently realized that nails is something that I really love and that I wanted to dedicate some time and energy into and turn it into a bit more of my life moving forward. My goals coming into training were really focused around making sure that I was taking care of people properly. Because I've been doing nails as a hobbyist for years, I'm quite confident in putting some polish on a nail, but I really am aware that it's a health practice basically, and that you put people at risk when you're coming at them with your products. So knowing about how to keep people safe, how to sanitize your workspace and your files and buffers, and just how to make sure I'm not going to give my friends an infection and ruin their nails for life is what I was quite concerned with. But I can say 100% that I'm confident about that now, just having done the first module. So the thing that I've found hardest about the course so far has probably been fitting it in around the rest of my life. I'm not actually charging people for nails at the moment. I'm still in training, so I want to get a little bit further along with that. So I need to do other things in my life to support myself. I have another job, which is a business that I run as a consultant. So it's really easy for me to prioritize paid work over my Monaco study. So for me personally, that's probably been the hardest thing. The best part so far is honestly getting to do nails more. I actually love it, and any day when I get to go and do nails is a day that I'm happy, honestly. So that reassurance is really nice that I've made the commitment, made the investment into studying this thing that I really love to do. So I just love having the opportunity, and it's strange when it's something that you love to do. It feels like you need permission to do it sometimes, and trying to discipline myself in other areas of my life, it always feels like you've got to do the hard things or the things that maybe you don't want to do. But by committing to the course and investing money in it, I literally have to do nails, and I love to do nails. So it's great, everything coming together, and I'm really happy about that part. Well, I mentioned that I've been doing nails for a long time, so I had some degree of confidence. I've seen some pretty bad nails out in the world from people who are and aren't qualified, so I guess I felt confident to that degree, but at the same time I'm very aware that there are things for me to learn. So I guess coming in, I did feel quite confident, probably say like a 9. I went in to visit Penny at the Monaco studio before I signed up for the course, just to check it out. I have some health issues, so I also wanted to make sure that being around the environment, the fumes, the noise, the light, wouldn't impact on my health. And often, like with the condition that I have, I know that straight away. So I went into the studio, spent a little bit of time there chatting with Penny and asking questions about the course, and I knew that it was going to be fine straight away. So with those hesitations taken away, I would give it like an 8 and a 9, 8 or 9 about how confident I was, just knowing that I could learn in the environment and that it would suit me. And how it's changed, well, I have actually questioned Tony, one of the educators, about what she thinks about my learning, considering the fact that I'm someone who was self-taught before signing up at Monaco. And Tony said that because I'm aware of the fact that it could be difficult for me, having already taught myself some things, and because I'm coming in with the attitude of being there to learn, that it's going well. So I'm going to try and maintain that attitude. Now that I've finished manicure and pedicure, though, I'm moving on to modules of things that I've never worked with, materials that I've never touched, systems that maybe I hadn't even heard of before signing up to the course. So it really is very much a learning journey from here out. Having done manicure and pedicure first, though, I feel really good about how Monaco works and how I can work within the community and with the educators and with the tools online. So I'm completely happy about where I have to go from here in order to finish the course successfully. I would say make sure that it's the right time. Make sure that you've got the space in your life to dedicate to the study. You do have a year to get it done. You do have all of the support you need from the educators, from Penny herself, and from the rest of the community and the students and grads Facebook group. But if there isn't space in your life to set aside the time to focus on the content and really do the learning, then you're probably not going to be as successful as if you are prepared to dedicate, the time that you need to directing your own learning. No one else is doing it for you. No one's setting your time schedule, so you need to be coordinated and organized to do that. I think the other thing that I would say to people starting out is to think in advance about your models. Think about who you know in the area, who can come and be models for you. Think about who's going to support you. It's really good to have your friends and family checking in on how it's going and, literally putting their hands in yours as you learn. So just make sure that you're prepared before you hit the go button. I know that a few people will start the course and then leave it to the last minute. Maybe they'll rush at the end, not get everything finished. So just get your ducks in a row and get ready, get excited, and hit the buy button. Don't look back. There are so many great nail techs to follow, and I follow most people on Instagram. I'm just looking at my phone now to look at the name of the person whose Instagram I probably most enjoy. Not like they are a great nail tech, but I enjoy the fact that they share more about the life of what it's like being a nail tech, how they approach their art. They share a bit about their clients and their thoughts and feelings. So that's what makes it a great account to follow for me. So the person is Nailed It by Alyssa, NAILD it by Alyssa, ALYSSA. I'm sure that somewhere along with this video, maybe that link or her name will pop up. So she's on Instagram. She's a Canadian nail tech and she works mostly in gel. I think she does gel overlays with gel hand-painted art. So that's the kind of work that I love to do. So I think that's also probably why I love following her. I think from what I've said so far, it's pretty clear that I would recommend Monaco. I've looked around to make sure that it's what suits me. I think with the way that the course is run now, it's flexible enough that it would suit most people. I honestly, I couldn't really think of much that would rule it off. If you are completely technically inept, if you can't use a computer, if you're not confident using a website and taking photos, that might be something you need support with, but there is the hands-on in-person support there as well, so I don't really see any reason why I wouldn't recommend that you study with Monaco. So if you're watching this video, you probably are already leaning in that direction. Feel free to jump on to Instagram and Facebook because all of the Monaco students are encouraged to participate in Instagram and Facebook and sharing content, and you'll very easily be able to find some of us who are students or who have been students and see what our work is like, what we are like, and whether that's the kind of thing you want to be involved with. But I really feel like I'm being taught what I need to know, and that if I have questions, I have the support for them. And it's really working for me, so hopefully it'll really work for you too.